Hello, very good morning students. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. Good morning all of you. कैसे हैं आप लोग सब? All good? Yes. Okay. तो आज हम लोग will be practicing the questions for the BARC examination, and today's subject is very interesting and a scoring subject, that is industrial engineering and engineering mechanics. Both topics or both subjects are basically very easy and scoring subjects. I will recommend you, if you are targeting BARC, so you definitely should complete these subjects in detail, right? Okay, so let me ask all of you, my audio and video, is it good? Is it perfect? Or if you have any doubt or difficulty with the last session also, you can do let me know. Okay, fine. Very good morning. Good morning. Morning 11 a.m. Time ho chuka hai for the practice for the bar. And you know that almost every session is happening in that same slot only 11 a.m. जिसमें you will be getting that easiness कि 11 बज गए हैं. You have to just click on the Byju's exam prep YouTube channel and attend this session, right? So before starting the session, let me have a quick remind. पार्क एग्जाम में मैकेनिकल के लिए डेफिनेटली इज अ गुड नंबर ऑफ सीट्स एंड आई वुड रेकमेंड यू, अगर आपका गेट सही नहीं हुआ है, द गेट इज नॉट वेंट एज पर योर प्लान, so don't worry, bark mein you have to give your best, right? And you have to prepare according to the examination, right? So ye bahut important hai. If you are not doing that, so you will be losing this opportunity also. Don't worry, iske baad bhi you will be having lot many opportunities, but I would say that at a time target this, then when this target will be set, you'll be preparing for this examination, then set for the next target, क्योंकि उसके बाद भी there will be lined up examinations, and ultimately एक चीज will be common, that is preparation and practice. ठीक है, this is basically remain the common, only the change will be happening with the different exam. Okay, so let us start with the session. Okay, very good morning. Very good morning. I think all good. ऑडियो वीडियो में कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं है? चलिए. So before starting the session, let me have a quick update. You can do let me know, and I hope so. I have shared the PDF of the last session of bar practice, that is for theory of machine, on my Telegram channel, that is Mechanical by Suraj Gopi, where you can do connect with me directly, or you can do let me know if you have any doubt by this mail ID. Right. So this is my Telegram channel, that is Mechanical by Suraj Gopi. You can do connect with me. Or कोई doubt आता है, like if you want to have any discussion regarding the examination, you can drop me a message and we can have a one-on-one discussion. Okay, Chali. So before starting, Dheeraj sir will be coming up live on 6th of March, right? And he'll be talking about the step-by-step guidance to ace gate 2025 in first attempt. It's very important. If you start early, right, so definitely you'll be getting that added benefit. जैसे मान लीजिए, if you are in a race, if you start a little bit early, you will be reaching the finish line uh, prior compared to the other competitors. So definitely it's very important, right? And for ease of your financial condition, we are giving you a national level scholarship test for the GATE examination for 2025 batch, so that you can get up to 90% off. So definitely you need to attend this, which will be scheduled on 10th of March between 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. तो उससे पहले you have to get yourself registered yourself to get an this 90%. Okay, chaliye. So let's begin with the first question on the screen. First of all, we'll be having 7 to 8 questions of mechanics, then rest 7 to 8 question of your industrial engineering. So total 15 questions are there. I want you guys to practice all the 15 questions in the live session. First question: a plain cantilever truss is loaded as shown in the figure. If the positive sign denotes the tension and negative compression, what is the axial force in the member 1? That means you have to calculate force in this member which I have highlighted. Okay, chaliye, quickly do let me know what is the answer to this question. Quickly, option A minus 5.33, or option B minus 1.67, option C 2p, or option D. चलिए क्वेश्चन को ट्राई कीजिए, and please you let me know if you have any doubt or difficulty. You can do let me know. Okay, option A, option B, option C, or option D. A, B, C और D? हाँ चलिए देखो, first of all tell me, this is a question from the analysis of the trusses, so tell me what will be the which method you need to apply, method of joint or method of section? पहला question, method of joint or method of section which you will be applying to get the force being induced in this member number one. आपको दिख रहा है ये वाला member, ना इस पे you have to calculate. So definitely whenever you are getting, whenever they are asking the force in some intermediate members, you have to apply the method of section. You have to apply the method of section. अब क्वेश्चन ये है सेक्शन कहाँ से काटें? So definitely we'll be cutting a section like this. ऐसे काटते हैं. If you cut a section like this, so whatever we are having two possibility, either we can take the left hand side or right hand side. But I will surely take the right hand side. The reason being, अगर हम left hand side लेते हैं, then we have to eliminate or remove the, we have to calculate the reaction forces. क्योंकि I don't want, क्योंकि उसके लिए additional time आपको invest करना पड़ेगा और exam में time is very important, right? So what we'll be doing, you will be only taking the right hand side. That means we will be having a scenario something like this. A full member, having this as full member, the SA, right? We're having this as P, and individual distance is 4 only, right? We're having, let us suppose this is F1, यहाँ पे F2, and we are having F. We have to calculate the value of F1. चलिए कैसे निकालें? How to calculate? Can you tell me? You have to take moment about which point. Let us suppose ये अगर point A ले लूँ, ले लूँ, ले लूँ, ये point F. ठीक है, मतलब किस point के बाद we have to take moment so that I will be able to calculate the F1 force quickly. Which point we have to calculate the moment so that I will be able to calculate F1, F2 and F3 will be creating a zero moment. अगर आप ध्यान से देखेंगे, I should be taking the moment about point C and make it equal to 0. क्योंकि C point के about F3 and F2 will be creating a zero moment, only will be left out with F1. So let us now write, this is 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is 4, 4 and 4 is 12. F1 into 12, that is in the clockwise direction, right? Minus this P into 12 minus P into 8 minus P into 4 equal to. So यहाँ पर say if I try to calculate F1, F1 will be coming out to be, this is, take P as common, be positive only. So 8 plus 12 plus 8, 20, 24 by 12. So we are getting this to be 2. So F1 will be equal to 2p. In 3 line we are able to get the correct answer. Okay, F1 is equal to 2p. Option C is the correct answer, right? Option C is the correct answer. F1, the force in the member 1 will be equal to 2 times of. Done? All clear? चले आगे बढ़े. Let's go to the next question. Question number 2 on the screen. बहुत important है. चलिए try this one. Three forces acting on a particle are given by F1 is equal to 5 I cap plus 6 J cap, F2 is equal to minus I cap plus 4 K cap, and F3 is equal to I cap plus 6 J cap plus 16 K cap. You have to tell me I, J, K are the unit vectors along the Cartesian coordinate axis. Which of the following statement is true? Forces are coplanar and are in equilibrium. Forces are coplanar but not in equilibrium. Forces are non-coplanar but in equilibrium. Forces are not coplanar and not in equilibrium. What, which of the following statement is correct? चलिए try कीजिए. Which of the following statement? Yes, quickly. Quickly. Option A, option B. अब देखो, if the body is in equilibrium, the vector sum of all the forces must be equal to 0. Check करते हैं. Are we having F1 plus F2 plus F3 equal to 0? F1 प्लस F2 प्लस F3 कितना है, F1 कितना है, दिस इज 5i कैप प्लस 6j कैप प्लस माइनस i कैप प्लस 4k कैप प्लस i कैप प्लस 6j कैप प्लस 6 कैप ऐड करते हैं, सो विल बी हैविंग 5 minus 1 plus 1, this is 5i cap plus 6 plus 6 12j cap 4 plus 16, that is 20 cap, so which is not equal to 0. That simply means the forces, as the forces vector sum is not equal to 0, इसका मतलब क्या है, that means the body is not in equilibrium, है ना, not in equilibrium, right? The forces are not in equilibrium. यहाँ पे हम लोग बोल सकते हैं ऑप्शन बी कैन बी एलिमिनेटेड, सॉरी ऑप्शन ए कैन बी एलिमिनेटेड, इक्विलिब्रियम में नहीं है, तो ये स्टेटमेंट गलत हो गया और ये भी आपका गलत हो गया. अब मुझे बस वी हैव टू चेक फॉर द कोप्लानर. हाउ टू चेक फॉर द कोप्लानर? फॉर द फोर्सेस टू बी कोप्लानर, so we can say F1, F2 and F3, इसका जो डिटर्मिनेंट होगा that must be equal to 0. Let us calculate. This is 5 6 and 0. 5 6 0 minus 1 0 4 minus 1, and this is 1 6 and 16. 1 6 and 16. Let us calculate the determinant of this value. So this is 5 into minus 24 minus 6 into minus 16 minus 4 plus 0. So this is minus this 120 minus 20 plus 120 equal to 0. That means the determinant of the three forces are 0. So I can simply, the forces F1, F2 and F3 are coplanar, right? So यहाँ से we can say statement number B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer क्योंकि forces are coplanar, right? And the particle is not in equilibrium. Option B is the final correct answer. Done? Okay, all right. जल्दी से बताइए कोई दिक्कत है यहाँ तक, क्योंकि slowly will be now increasing the level of questions. Done? चलिए, now let's go to question number 3 on the screen. अच्छा, before going to question number 3, let me have a quick update. Now we are having the ground zero series on our app जो कि 25 के लिए free classes हैं. And in this, what is the pattern or what is the theme of this particular series is, we'll be having one particular unit. Let's say unit number 2 for any subject. Let's say I'm talking about fluid mechanics. बात कर रहे हैं let's suppose pressure and its measurement. Manometer हो गया, the different types of question will be done in that particular series. ठीक है? Let's suppose 5 classes is being given. So 5 classes में we'll be complete entire one topic. Entire one एक particular subject का complete topic will be discussed. Not even as 1% of topic will be left out. Right? So it will be occurring in our app at 4:30 p.m. on 4:30, sometimes 5:30 also, right? So this way we'll be able to cover the concept in this. और उसके बाद जैसे concept हो जाएगा, next we'll be having the practice sessions also, right? तो slowly करेंगे क्योंकि 25 का हमने target लिया है, so definitely we're having complete 1 year with us, so slowly we'll be covering the different topics. चलिए, next question. A turntable is rotating at a rate of 30 rpm. A small block of mass m is kept on this table at a radius r. Given the friction coefficient of 0.1, what is the minimum radius for the mass to just overcome the frictional resistance is given by. आपको ये निकालना है कि एक टर्न टेबल. I hope you know what is a turn table. ये आपका है टर्न टेबल, ये और ये सेंटर के अबाउट ऐसे रोटेट कर. So we have kept a box over here. So as we are keeping a box on a rotating platform or a turntable, so इसके ऊपर एक centrifugal force लग रहा होगा, centripetal force basically. So friction will be responsible to make this block to stay at that position. अगर मैंने force ज़्यादा लगा दिया more than that of the friction, the body will be sliding and moving outwards. तो मुझे बताना है कितने radius पे I have to so that the body will just overcome the friction. That means I'm talking about the limiting condition. तो इस बॉडी पे कितना फोर्स लगा, वी आर हैविंग द सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स एंड सेंट्रीफ्यूगल का जो डायरेक्शन दैट इज रेडियली आउटवर्ड, वी कैन से एम आर ओमेगा स्क्वायर, एम आर दैट शुड बी इक्वल टू द फ्रिक्शन फोर्स. अब इसमें फ्रिक्शन फोर्स कितना लगेगा, can I say F and that is equal to mu into n, and what is n? N is equal to mg. So I can say m r omega square is equal to mg into mu. M and n cancel, यहाँ से r की वैल्यू आप निकाल सकते हैं, g divided by omega square 9.81 to 0.1 divided by 2 pi n by 60 whole square, coming out to be 9.8 into 0.1 divided by pi square. चलिए बताइए what is the value? Option A, option B, option C और option D, और आपको पता है calculators are being allowed. So you have to tell me the correct answer. Solve it and tell me 9.8 divided by pi square कितना आ रहा है? Yes, quickly. A, B, C or D. बताइए ना. Quickly, A, B, C or D. So are we getting 0.099? 0.099, 0.099. So we can round off, that is 0.1 meter of. Okay, option C is the final correct answer. Is this clear? Right? Done. Option C, 0.1 meter is the final correct answer. Chaliye, next question, question number 4 on the screen. Okay, very interesting from the kinetics part. Right circular cylinder of radius r and weight w is suspended by a cord that is wound around its surface. If the cylinder is allowed to fall, what is the tension in the cord? आपको बताना है, अगर हमारे पास एक राइट सर्कुलर सिलेंडर है, उसको मैंने एक पोजीशन से रिलीज कर दिया, तो उस पॉइंट पे व्हाट विल बी द टेंशन इन दिस पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रिंग दैट यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट. चलिए, इट इज रिलीज फ्रॉम रेस्ट, है ना. तो इफ आई ट्राई टू ड्रॉ द फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम, तो मैं फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम बनाऊं, हैविंग अ टेंशन acting upward, the weight acting downward. This is C. Let us suppose this is point O. ठीक है. अब बॉडी क्योंकि इट इज अलाउड टू फॉल, तो वहां पे बॉडी का जो ओमेगा होगा दैट विल बी जीरो. सो ओनली विल बी हैविंग व्हाट, विल बी ओनली हैविंग द एंगुलर एक्सेलरेशन अल्फा. So we'll be having only the tangential acceleration acting downward, that is AT. We can say W minus T is equal to W by G to AT. Right? This is and we have to calculate this, and we know that what is AT? AT is equal to R into alpha. Tangential acceleration is equal to R into alpha. अब कैसे हम लोग निकालें कि यहाँ पे AT is unknown, T is unknown. We can calculate moment about point O, है ना. So if I try to take the second equation, moment about point O, that is equal to W into R, and that is also equal to the mass moment of inertia about point O into alpha. So I can say W into R is equal to, what is the moment of inertia of a disk about one of its end? I0 का value क्या होगा? Quickly, mr square by 2 तो cg के about होता है plus mr square, so we can say 3 by 2 mr square will be the value of I0, right? So I can say 3 by 2 mr square into alpha. So I can place it, we can say that W 2 by 3 m is equal to R into alpha. बाकी सब एक R कैंसिल हो गया, R alpha m नीचे आ गया. हाँ, तो AT is equal to 2 by 3 W by m. So placing this value, and what is W by m? That is equal to G. AT is equal to 2 by 3. So placing this value in the previous equation, in this particular equation, say W minus equal to W by G minus into 80 tha, that is by 3. So we'll be having T is equal to W minus W by 3, that is equal to W. The tension in the cord will be equal to one third of its weight. That is option A is the final correct. Is this clear? Okay. Option A is the final correct answer. Done. All right. आगे बढ़े. चलिए. Next question number fifth. Very good, Sujit. Next question number fifth. Now, this is almost the same pattern of question, but the thing is now the hinge point is at the center. Now, a disk having a weight of 100 Newton and radius of 0.25 supported at the center is acted by upon a constant couple moment, that is 6 Newton meter. A force of 50 Newton is applied to a cord wrapped around its periphery. What will be the angular velocity of the disk 2 seconds after starting from? That means we have to calculate the value of alpha. So what is the net torque acting about point A? Can you tell me what is the net torque acting about point A? Quickly. What is the net torque? Because 6 is already acting, plus due to this force, right, we will be having a torque of 50 into 25. So this will be 6 plus 12.5, that is 18.5 Newton meter. Right. So these are the total torque acting on the disk. Tell me, do the weight create any torque about point A? Will the weight create any torque about point A? Definitely won't be creating any torque, because the line of action of the weight will be passing through the hinge point. So due to its weight, we won't be having or won't be experiencing any kind of torque. So this is the net torque acting on the body, that is 18, right? Okay, perfect. Now we know that according to Newton's second law, the total torque acting about a point is equal to the mass moment of inertia into alpha. So this is 18.5 is equal to Ia is this is a disk, so we can say mr square by 2, right? So okay, mr square by 2 into right. So placing this, can we get the value of alpha over here? So we can say alpha will be equal to 18.5 into 2 by mr square. 18.5 is sorry, radius is how much? 5 square. Mass is given 100 Newton, so we will be having 100 by g to 9 point. What is the value of alpha you're getting? Calculators are allowed in the examination, so make sure you can definitely expect a calculative question just like it in the BARC exam. ठीक है, तो ये ध्यान रखिएगा. 5.92, yes, very good. पक्का, sure. Let us cross check. 18.5 into 2 into 9 divided by well, we are getting 58.08 radian per second square. Please check, Surjit. Is it 59.2 or 5.92? 58.08 radian per second square. So once we are getting the value of alpha's initial angular velocity equal to 0, because we are starting from rest condition. So you can say omega is equal to omega naught plus alpha into t. So this is 0 plus alpha is 58.08 into time 2 seconds. So multiplied by 2, we will be getting somewhere around 110, 116, 106 radian per. The weight is given in Newton. Yeah, definitely. That is the reason I've converted W by G. So we'll be multiplied with 9.81, right? W is given 100 Newton. So what is M? That is 100 by G. That's the reason I multiplied with 9.81 the numerator. Clear? Okay. Fine. So we're getting 116.15 radian per second, and that is option A. Directly we are getting. Any doubt? Please do clarify. All clear? Perfect. So this way we are able to solve this question very easily. Chalo. Next question now, let us try to proceed. Now, before proceeding to the next question, from 13 Feb onwards, already we have started this post-gate sessions on app with where you will be getting an idea what is the cutoff for the different IITs and different NITs, top NITs, for the different specializations, so that you will be getting the best out of what you are getting the score. From your scorecard, what will be the best options available? You should be opting that by attending these free sessions on our app from 13 Feb onwards already started, right? So if you have missed any of the session, you can do watch this in a recorded format. There's a proper playlist on our app which is being found. Okay, so next question, question number 6 on the screen. It's a very easy question. Try this one. A roller of diameter 200 mm rolls without slipping between two horizontal steps moving in opposite direction as shown in the figure. What Where will be the instantaneous center of the roller lies on the line PQ at a distance from Q? That means from this point, where will be the eye center located? The diameter of this particular roller is 200 mm. 200 mm is the diameter of this roller. You have to tell me where you will be getting the instantaneous center. Dekho, if you are having a pure rolling condition on a, there's a roller which is rolling on a is, so where will be the eye center? If this is a pure rolling condition, eye center will be somewhere around here. This is the eye center. Okay, now the question is, if you are having two platforms, there is no slipping, so definitely we can say at point P and at point Q will be having some velocity. Agar ye upper and lower velocity would have been same, then directly we can say the eye center will be exactly at the center. But kyunki the velocities are not same, can we say the eye center will be slightly below this, slightly below. अब देखो, if you are taking option A, even without calculating, you will be getting the answer. If you are taking option A, zero value, that means Q is the eye which is not possible. Q पे तो already we are having velocity of 2 meter per second, so A is not possible. Let us talk about option C. Option C is 100, that means exactly at the center. Exactly center में तभी possible होगा when the two velocities are same. V is equal to R into omega. If I try to draw it a diagram, this is point P, this is your velocity V, that is equal to 3 meter per second. Okay. This is velocity Q, that is VQ, that is equal to how much? I think 2 meter per second. So definitely the eye center will be located away from the higher velocity. This will be the eye center. क्योंकि VP is equal to IP into omega and VQ will be equal to IQ into omega, क्योंकि both are located on the same rigid bodies, both will be having the same omega. और IP value ज़्यादा होगा क्योंकि VP is more, ना, VP is greater than that of VQ, so I can say IP will be greater than that of IQ. IP आपका ज़्यादा होगा, तो मतलब ये वाला point यहाँ पे. If I take 100, this is not possible. This is only possible अगर दोनों velocity same होंगे, VP and VQ are same, then IP and IQ same, then we'll be having the center point. This is not possible. 200 mm मतलब exactly at point P, which is not possible क्योंकि P पे already we are having a velocity of 3 meters per second. So we are only left out with option. Okay, हम इसको भी solve भी करेंगे. If I take this distance as x, if I take this as I, that means if I take this distance as x, so this will be 2r minus x. Well, distance is the diameter, that is 2r. So now place it over here. VP by IP is equal to VQ by IQ. VP is 3, IP is 2r minus x, VQ is 2, is x. So 3x equal to 2r, 5x will be equal to 2 into diameter कितना है? Diameter is 200. X is equal to how much? 2 into 200 by 5, which is equal to 80. 80 mm is a final correct answer. That okay. So sometimes even from the logic also you can eliminate the options, you can get the correct answer, right? That is a standard way to proceed to every competitive examination. कोई भी exam हो, if you are having MCQ, right, so you need to understand to eliminate the options so that the probability of marking the correct answer will be increased. Okay, Fine. So option D is a correct answer. Now next question is very important and interesting. So I want you guys to solve it right now, the live session. Okay. बहुत अच्छा question है, which will be checking your clarity, conceptual clarity of the kinetics. Now, a thin rod of mass m and length L is hinged as shown in the figure. If supports, if the support B is suddenly removed, the bar reaches the vertical position. Then what is the change in the reaction at point A during the motion from horizontal to vertical after support B is removed? Basically, yeah, there's a thin rod. This is A, this is B. Now we are removing B, right? As soon as we are removing B, there will be some amount of reaction being created at point A. We'll be calculating that. Once it is reaching the vertical position, at that moment also we will be having some amount of your reaction at point A. So just we have to calculate what is the change in reaction at point A during the horizontal and the vertical position after you are removing the support. Understood the question? चलिए try कीजिए. So first of all, let us do the analysis for the horizontal rod. The rod is horizontal. And the rod is at horizontal position. Means this is A. Now, which component will be responsible for the rotational motion of this rod? What factor will be responsible? Can we say the weight of this rod will be responsible for the rotation of this? Now, here we'll be having only angular acceleration. Why? Because it is starting from the, it is already was at rest. Now, suddenly we have removed B. Now, suddenly we have removed B. Suddenly at this instant, omega will be 0. At this instant, we can say omega is equal to 0. If omega is equal to 0, can we say the radial acceleration, which is equal to r omega square, that is also equal to 0. So at this point, at the CG point, which I'm taking, let us suppose point O or C, at this point we'll be only having one acceleration that is equal to 8. A tangential action that is down. Let us assume that there is two reaction, that is R1 and RA vertical, RA horizontal. As there is no horizontal acceleration, can we say RAH is equal to 0? Directly we can say this is equal to 0 because there is no horizontal, there is no omega. Omega 0 matlab AR equal to, this is the direction of AR. AR is basically 0 because omega is 0, that means AH is also 0. Now we only need to calculate AV. Now total vertical force. What is total vertical force? That is mg minus RAV, and that will equal to mass into acceleration, right? Now this is having a length L, having a length L. This is a rod having length L and mass m. Perfect. So now we can see if I try to calculate the moment about point A, that is equal to mg into L by 2. Mg into L by 2. That's the only force responsible for to create the turning effect. And we know that total moment or total torque acting on a body will be equal to mass moment of inertia into alpha. That is equal to I about point A into alpha. So this is mg L by 2. What is the moment of inertia of the rod about one of its end? That is ml square by 3. This is ml square by 3 into alpha. So m get cancelled out, are having uh, 1L get cancelled, having by 2 is equal to L into alpha. Now what is the tangential acceleration? Tangential acceleration is equal to R into alpha, that is L by 2 into alpha. To the center of mass of CG point. So distance is L by 2. So multiplying 2 on both the sides, we can say P by 4G is equal to L by 2 into alpha, or AT is equal to 3 by 4. So we got this value. Let us place this over here in this particular equation. We will be getting mg minus rv is equal to m into at value is 3. So from here the vertical reaction we are getting at the horizontal in the horizontal position, that is equal to kitna, that is equal to m. Okay, this is the reaction that we are getting. This is the value of Ra at horizontal position. At horizontal, this is a total reaction at point A is equal परफेक्ट, राइट। Now, अब क्या बोल रहा है, when this is reaching the vertical position जब reach कर रहा है, what is the total reaction, चलो ये निकाल लेते हैं। Now let us suppose it has reached the vertical position. At vertical position, that means it has reached from horizontal to the vertical position. ये लीजिए this point, right? It has moving from this point to this point. Now tell me, at this point definitely it will be having some angular velocity, right? Okay, and at this point the alpha will be constant, and यहाँ पे क्या होगा, आपका alpha almost zero होगा, so here won't be having any tangential acceleration. Here if I take this as the CG point, here if I take this as a CG point, right, so we only have a radial acceleration, that is AT, oh sorry, AR, that's it. और कोई acceleration, क्योंकि tangential acceleration के लिए alpha होना चाहिए, there is no alpha, क्योंकि इस point where velocity will be maximum, can we say acceleration in this particular direction will be zero. यहाँ पे velocity zero है, धीरे धीरे बढ़ रहा है, this point पे velocity maximum है, और उसके बाद ये आगे बढ़ेगा, so dv by dt will be zero, that means the tangential acceleration is equal to zero, right? So that simply means alpha is equal to zero. If alpha equal to zero, if I try to take the two reaction, let's say this is R1 and this is, let us suppose, a direction, क्योंकि यहाँ पे कोई, क्योंकि tangential acceleration is not there, at that is equal to 0, that means r1 is also equal to 0. Now we are only left out with r2 निकालें. Now how many forces are acting on this body, we can say it will be having one mg force acting in the downward direction, mg in the downward direction, right? So let's try to solve it. We can say total vertical force equal to r2 minus mg is equal to m into ar, and what is ar, that is r omega square. AR is equal to R omega square. Now I have to calculate the value of omega. Omega कैसे निकालें? Sir, quite easy. We can do the energy conservation at the two position, at the horizontal and the vertical position. So applying the energy conservation, applying energy conservation, किस किस के बीच में? Between horizontal and vertical position, I can say that इनिशियल हाइट पे आपके पास सिर्फ पोटेंशियल एनर्जी होगा, दैट इज mg into L/2. I'm taking this as a reference. If I take this as a reference, and at the bottommost position we'll be having the kinetic energy, that is half into IA. So mg into L/2, that is half into, this is your ml square by 3 to omega square. 2 get cancelled, m will get cancelled, so we are having omega square is equal to g 3g by L. Are we getting this? Omega square is equal to 3g by L. Please do check. देखो m cancel out, L cancelled out, half get cancelled out, so 3g by L is the value of omega. Now placing this value over here in this equation, we are getting R2 minus mg is equal to mr omega square, क्योंकि AR is r omega square, m omega square कितना है, that is 3 by L, so R, है ना? Now what is radius? R is equal to L by 2. Placing this over here, this is m into L by 2, 3 L. यहाँ पे will be having m by 2, R2 minus m. यहाँ से R2 is equal to 5 mg. So this is the total reaction at point A at vertical position, that is equal to 5 by 2. Please do check. Okay. Now, according to question, what we have to calculate, what is the change in the reaction at point A? So initially क्या था, mg by 4, direction क्या है, this is upward, और यहाँ पर भी क्या है, the direction of this is R2 is upward, so we can say the change in reaction at A is equal to 5 by 2 mg minus mg by 4, right? So this is equal to 9 mg. So the total change in the reaction that we are getting is 9 mg by 4. That is option is the correct. This is clear. Option D is the correct. I told you this is a very interesting question. Okay, done. 9 mg by 4 is the change in the reaction that you are getting from horizontal to a vertical position. Question बड़ा interesting है. You can definitely get a question, right? Okay, done है. Any doubt? Please tell me. Any doubt? Please tell me if you're having. All clear, right? So now let's start off the industrial questions. Now let us start the industrial engineering questions. Mechanics ke we have solved a lot. Now let's proceed with some industrial questions. Question number 8 from industrial engineering, from the very important topic, that is EOQ modeling. Okay? Economic order quantity model, EOQ model. The annual demand for an item is 3200 parts. The unit cost is rupees 6. The inventory carrying cost is 12% of per annum. If the cost for one procurement is 150, what is the time between the two consecutive orders? Very easy question. Very easy question. चलिए, what will be the time between two consecutive orders? आपको annual demand given है, आपको unit cost it is being given, carrying cost, inventory carrying cost is also being given, that is 25%. Now, when you remember one very important thing, inventory carrying cost will always be the percentage of the unit price. Okay, let me write the given data. Annual demand is 3200 parts per year. Unit cost is rupees 6 per unit. Your inventory carrying cost is 25%, that is 0.25 of unit price, that is we can say 0.2526. We'll be able to calculate that as equal to rupees. This will be 1.5 per unit per year. Ordering cost is rupees 150. First of all, quickly tell me what is the economic order, that is Q star. Q star की value निकालिए. Q star will be equal to 2D by CH, है ना? 2DCO by CH root of this. So let us calculate what is the value that we will be getting. 2 into annual demand is 3200. 2 is 150 divided by. Are you getting 800? Yes. Please do check. Are we getting this value to be 800? And 800 units per order you have to place. Now they are asking you what is the time between the consecutive order. That means the cycle time is given as Q star by annual demand, that is 800 by 3200, that is equal to 1 by 4 year per order, right? But the question they have given is in months, so you have to convert into months. 12 by 4 months per order, that is 3 months per. So we are getting option C, 3 months per order is a right. Okay, done. अगला क्वेश्चन बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. I do remember the question 9 is very interesting from word CPM. Let us read out the question and I want answers from every single student so that you are able to get the correct answer, right? So before going to the next question, this is our interface in our app where you will be attending the live session, having the can say MCQs, the leaderboard, which will be in making the interface a little. Okay, so next question. A mining project comprises of three activities, A, B, and C, which is scheduled to complete in 90 days, and the total cost that is being expected is 1200 million. Okay. The manager of the project decide to reduce the time of completion from 85 days to 85 days. Matlab, from 90 days, he want to crash down to 85 days, right? and this decision was taken after 45 days. So you have to tell me what will be the minimum project cost in millions after crashing by. Sorry, try कीजिए. What is the project cost after crashing by 5 days? So what is the we can say conventional method that we will be identifying the crash? This is the crash cost slope. This is on the this row we have given the crash cost slope, or time, or crash time cost, or crash time, crash cost time slope. Right. So they have given for A is 15 rupees per day, B is 25 rupees per day, C is 20 rupees. My question is, can you tell me which activity we will be crashing by 5 days? Which activity we will be crashing by 5 days? We are having three different activities, A, B. I need answers from you guys क्योंकि यहीं पर ही students are committing the mistake. चलिए, which activity you will be preferring in order to crash this particular project by 5 days? Sir, हमेशा perception ये रहता है that sir will be taking the least cost slope. Will be saying that activity A will be preferring because it is having the least crash cost slope. But tell me, the project manager has decided to change from 90 days to 85 days after how many days? After 45 days? Or 45 days may tell me, is it my, and this is the your network diagram, all are critical. Okay. So after 45 days means A activity is already being over, so there is no provision to crash. Let us suppose if you have been at the starting day that you have to crash the activity, then it's okay, you can take activity A. But because you have taken this decision after 45 days, so activity A you cannot crash. Already 45 days has been passed, you are somewhere at this point. This is the point. A is being passed. Now between B and C, which activity will be crashing? Definitely I'll be crashing activity C. Here will be able to, right? So now crashing cost of activity, or we can say uh, cost of crashing activity C by 5 days, that is equal to 20 into, that is equal to 100 million. 100 million. So total cost will be, total cost, that will be equal to the direct cost is 1200 plus 100, that is equal to 1300 million. The total cost, option B. Clear हुआ? Why we have not crashed activity A? Because activity is already being passed. 45 days हो चुके हैं. The project manager had taken the decision after 45 days, so A activity is already being passed. So you are somewhere around here. B activity partially is being completed, right? It's not, we can say, completely completed. It is started. B activity is going on. C activity not yet started. Right? So that is the reason you have to, between B and C, definitely I'll be preferring C because it is having the minimum cost times for between. Okay. Is this clear? Done. And let us suppose if you are taking activity A, crash kar dete, you will be getting option C, which is 1200 plus 75. 15 into 5 is 75, so plus 1200, that is 1275, which is 8. Right? Sorry. Next question, question number 10th on the screen. Consider the following linear programming problem. They are having your maximization objective function is being given, and we have given you some constraints to tell me which of the following is the correct. So they have given you two constraints are given. Right? You have to tell me which of the following solution is correct. Is a unique optimal, multi-optimal, unbounded, or invisible? Very easy question. Two constraints says you won't be getting any difficulty to plot this. So if I try to write constraint number one in the intercept format, we can say x divided by 5 plus y divided by 7.5 is greater than equal to what? Constraint number one. है ना? Constraint number two can be written as x divided by 3 plus y divided by 2 less than equal. So we have written the two constants in the intercept format. Let us plot this on a graph. Let us plot this on the graph. This is constant ones having 5 and 7.5. देखो, whenever you are getting any question from the linear programming problem and you are solving from graphical method, do not worry. आप उसको कैसे भी rough plot you have to do. So this is greater than equal to, so away from origin, away from origin. Now next constraint that we are having is 3 comma 3 2. So we will be having this less than equal to, because this is less than origin. Now you can clearly see there is no feasible region. There is no feasible region to get the optimal solution. That means I can the complete solution of this linear problem is infeasible. Option D is the final correct. Clear? Option D, because we are not having no common region, then that we are getting over. Done. Option D infeasible. Surely next. Till now, any doubt you are having? Because good number of questions we have already solved. We have still left out with 5 more questions. So I want your answers in the comments. All clear? All good? बहुत बढ़िया. Let's go to the next question. Question number 11th on the screen. From the queuing model, the inter-arrival time of workmen at the service counter is exponentially distributed with a mean time of 10 minutes. The service time at the counter is also distributed exponentially with a mean time of 6 minutes. Find the probability that the queue at the counter, find the probability there is a queue at the counter. आपको ये बताना है, that means what is the probability that there is a queue in the counter. So first of all, let us calculate the arrival rate and the service rate, and from there we can calculate the value of rho, that is utilization factor. So inter-arrival rate, आपको arrival time दे रखा 10 minutes. After every 10 minutes, the new customer is arriving. Okay? So can we say what will be the arrival rate? Can you tell me? Arrival rate, which is lambda, what will be that? Can we say that is 1 by 10 customer per minute, or we can say 60 by 10 customer per hour. एक घंटे में we can say 6 customer is arriving every hour. After every 10 minutes, if the customer is arriving, we can say in 1 hour 6 customers. Now service rate is given as 6 minutes. That means to serve a customer it is taking on average of 6 minutes. So in 1 hour how many customers you will be able to serve? So very easy, service rate, that is equal to mu, that is equal to 60 by 6 customer will be served, or I can say 10 customer is served. So from here we can calculate the value of rho. Rho is equal to lambda by mu, that is equal to 6 by 10, that is, we got the value of rho as perfect. Question क्या बोल रहा है? What is the probability that there is a queue at the count? That means हमारे सिस्टम में कितने कस्टमर हमेशा होने चाहिए? एक तो होना ही चाहिए, right? One. So we can say we have to calculate the probability of more than one customer. What is the probability of more than one customer? That is equal to E2 in the last. Calculator is not possible. We can take the complementary, that is equal to 1 minus the probability of 0 customer plus probability of customer. Right? चलिए इसको solve करते हैं. So probability of n greater than 1, 1 minus P0 plus P1. What is P1? That is equal to rho into P0. So we know that probability of n customer is equal to rho to the power n into P0. यहाँ पे n equal. Calculate. Now we know that 1 minus this is equal to 1 minus rho plus rho into 1 minus rho. 1 minus 1 minus rho minus here. यहाँ पे rho get cancelled out. This 1 minus 1. Placing the value of rho, that is equal to 0.6. 0.6, that is equal to 0.36. That means 36% will be the probability that there is a queue at the. The probability that there is a queue at the counter is exactly 36%. Some textbooks will be giving directly row square. मैंने वो direct formula नहीं use किया. I've just proved it that you'll be getting like this and ultimately have place. So you have only two, three set of formulas in the queuing theory, which is important. बाकी rest you can derive from there. बाकी rest of the equation you can derive from the basic, right? Yeah. Okay. Next question. All clear. Next question. Let us see. 1 marks, मतलब very easy question. A redundant constraint is, what is a redundant constraint? A unique boundary of feasible solution space, infeasible solution space boundary, an unbounded solution space boundary, or a constraint that does not form a unique boundary of a feasible solution. What is a redundant constraint? Let us take one example. Let us suppose I'm having one like this, 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 third constraint. There are three constraints, right? Constraint number one, this is two, and this is three. So if I try to visualize what will the feasible, this will the feasible region. Now, if you try to remove constraint number three, will my feasible region will be changing? The answer is no, right? So I can say those type of constraint which is not participating to get the feasible region, this type of constraint as and constraint, we are getting option clear, right? Chaliye, next question number 13 on the screen. Identify the wrong statements. Here you're having four statements being given, P, Q, R, S. You have to identify which of the following is a wrong statement. Right? The first statement is Delphi technique is used for short range forecasting. Definitely, this is the wrong statement. The Delphi technique is used for the long range forecasting. What is Delphi technique? Delphi technique means we'll be having a different experts and we'll be giving some questionnaires. So based on their responses, they're able to forecast for a particular product. And this Delphi technique is usually preferred for a new product for the long range. So definitely this is a wrong statement. So you can say this is a wrong statement. So the thing that this is a wrong statement by cross. Correct. High value of smoothing constant signifies stability in demand. Definitely a wrong statement. High value of smoothing constant means it is quite unstable. है ना? अगर आपका smoothing constant that is alpha, it is having a larger value, so it is quite unstable. You can see Ft, you can clearly see that Ft will be equal to we know that Ft is equal to Ft minus 1 alpha Pt minus 1. If I take, let us suppose alpha equal to 1, let us suppose that is high value because alpha is ranging between 0 to 1. Alpha is ranging between 0 to 1, right? If I take alpha equal to 1, so we can say Ft is exactly equal to, that means the previous one is exactly equal to, okay, so this is highly fluctuating in nature. It is highly responsive in nature. That means high sensitivity, right? Definitely it is not stable. So Q statement is also wrong. Break-even analysis is a decision tool making. This is correct. Break-even analysis is a tool which we are using to forecast कि कब जाके you'll be getting that no profit, no loss condition which is being used by a production manager. So statement number R is definitely correct. So we can eliminate option. Even though we have not read option S, right? We'll be getting the option. Okay. So work in process of high for mass production. Definitely work in process must be low. अगर आपका working process is high for a mass production, so will be in complete loss. Mass production में your working process is quite low statement, so we are getting option A as a correct answer, right? Option A is correct. Sorry, next question 14th on the screen. Two jobs are to be processed on two machines in the sequence for minimum make span time. The sequence to be followed is, so they are having 6 jobs. You have to tell me what should be the sequence you should be following to get the minimum make span time. Whenever you're getting question like this, two machines may what we have to use the Johnson's rule. We have to use the Johnson's rule over here. Let us apply the Johnson's rule. Okay, machines have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Fine. Machines are 6 jobs are there. So how to identify सबसे least uh, uh, time taking processing time job we have to identify. तो यहाँ पे सबसे least क्या है? Machine number 2 का है, which is located on machine number 2. That means sixth job will be right. That is in. Now, next minimum is over here, which is located in machine number 1. You have to start from the start. The option that you can admit are the 6, 3 or 6. 3. Second machine, 1 will be from the end. E is eliminated. 4. 4 is present at both the. So 2 में भी है, 5 में भी है. 2 मतलब पहला वाला machine. 3, 2. So 3, 2, 4, 5, 1, 6 is the correct answer. Option A, the final. ठीक है? Option A is the done है. Is this clear? Right? So let's go to the last question on the screen. The decision making based on expert opinion. What do we call this kind of forecasting technique? जहाँ पे decision is based on an expert opinion. Just now I've told you that is we call it Delphi. That is basically we call as a Delphi technique. So these were the 15 questions from the BARC for the two subjects, that is industrial engineering and the engineering. Is this clear? Right, for all the aspirant, those who are now targeting 2025 gate or 26 gate, already we have started our courses on our platform, paid courses, the complete detailed course. If you are having any doubt or difficulty related to this course, or want to have clarify any of the doubts from the gate or ESC segment, you can do drop us a call, or you can fill up a form which is available in the description box. Our team will be happy to help. Okay? And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Almost every daily basis we are having some practice sessions going on for the upcoming, right? Along with that, free classes are going on for the gate 2025 also. On our app also it is being going. And make sure you are attempting that scholarship test if you are targeting the gate 2025 course. Okay, fine. So that's it from my side. I'll be sharing the PDF of this particular video, this IE and mechanics practice session on Telegram. Do do download that also Telegram, where you can get the link. Right. So thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe and enjoy your preparation. BYJU'S exam prep. If you have any doubt or difficulty, do not hesitate to Telegram, or you can do drop a message in the section of. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe.